The UFC has become more of an entertainment brand than a sport. And as a result, that means we actually have a bit of power, because their whole purpose isn't about being a sport and being fair. It's all about numbers and attracting more fans. So we can actually impact things with our voice. And we're seeing a direct effect of that with this Jon Jones stuff. And also a little bit with Michael Chandler too. We've all grown tired and weary of Jon Jones getting his own way and just doing what he wants. And finally, the UFC fan base are starting to speak out. They're finally letting their voices be known in spaces where you can't ignore it.
Fight Tom Aspinall to unify at the heavyweight title.
Was that for me?
Yeah.
What's the question?
Do you want to see the winner fight Tom?
The winner should absolutely fight Tom. Who's got the next question?
Yo, Tom. What up, bro?
It was at this moment that he knew.
Stop ducking, Joan. Thank you.
The craziest thing about those last two clips is they both happened in Jon Jones' home state of New York. So even the people of his home state are starting to see through his bullshit. But I also think this is part of it as well, is I think UFC fans are just getting tired of people trying to paint narratives that just aren't there. It's almost like the UFC and the athletes think we're so stupid that we just believe everything they say, despite like things we may see or hear otherwise. And that leads me on to Chandler. I generally think that's why he gets booed at this press conference, because people are just tired of him bullshitting, constantly trying to seem like massively important to the organisation and to all us, when in reality we've not really missed you these past 2 years, and we're not going to miss you if you retire for the next 10 years.
I absolutely love it, man. I love challenges. I love climbing a big hill. I have shed blood in Madison Garden twice. I will draw blood in Madison Square Garden for a third time on Saturday night. Big title implications against a guy who's already beat.
This next clip I'm putting in just to show how desperate the UFC are to control this narrative around Jon Jones, and to also show how his ego must be so weak, considering that the UFC thought, right, we've got to cut this off because if Jones sees this he might pull out the fight. Like, that's what this whole week has been, is making sure Jon Jones fights, making sure he doesn't have an excuse to pull out. Like, it's why they changed the gloves, because I guarantee he was like, I don't think I can fight with these new gloves. I think I can only fight with the old ones. Like, sorry, I'm bad at doing Jon Jones impressions. I just basically try and do an impression of a drag queen. But yeah, so it's annoying. It's really annoying. But I'm so happy that the fans are getting onto it. And I want to give a shout out to MMA Guru, because you're doing the Lord's work, mate. I might not agree with everything you say or do, but I'll tell you what, you're doing the Lord's work with this one, mate. Imagine being in a sport and in a promotion that literally sells itself by being full of warriors and being full of heart and all this stuff. And yet, the guy you call the greatest of all time, you have to literally have set conditions for him to be willing to fight. I ain't no goat.
Is he just trolling everybody? I don't know, Jon. I don't know him at all, but I think that, can he be that dumb to just flat out say no in front of everybody? I don't know. I think maybe it might be a little technique to try and, I don't know, push the fight down the line or something. I have no idea.
On to my next question. I tend to agree with you, but you have a great show on YouTube where you break down these fights. So we keep focusing on the future and what's next for you and yada, yada, yada. I'm interested to know what your vision is for Saturday. Like, how do you think this fight is actually going to play out? Oh, did you lose me?
Hey, Tom, can you hear me? Tom, can you hear me?
Sorry, I can't.
We can hear you.
He probably just wants to get off the interview.
Yeah, doesn't want to get to the question.
What we needed, we're doing it for Tom Aspinall, dude. The MMA fans have spoken. I'm going to get into the fact that the UFC live stream let me say this. The live chat on the UFC live stream, they banned me in the UFC live because the whole chat was spamming duck. The whole live chat was spamming duck emojis, and the UFC page was trying to spam goat emojis and saying, come on guys, spam goat emojis for Jon Jones. And the whole chat was like, fuck you, spamming duck emojis non-stop. We mogged the UFC in their own live chat, dude. We run this game! They banned me in their chat. I'm banned in the UFC live chat now. Or they timed me out for the rest of the whole stream, I guess. I couldn't type anything in their chat. I was spamming duck, duck. Then I was atting the UFC, shut up, bitch, duck, and all of these emojis. And then people were spamming things like a woman's face and a fist next to it. And needle emojis, and then chickens were coming out. I was saying, dude, if they ban ducks, we go chickens. You know what I mean? If they ban chickens, we go needles. You know what I mean? We had options. You know, and then the last resort was a woman's face and a fist next to it. So, dude, we had options of what we wanted to spam, dude. You don't run your own live chat, UFC Live, okay? We run this game. They were like, chat, spam GOAT if you think Jones is the GOAT, in the middle of a sea of ducks, guys. A sea of ducks. You think someone chucked a bit of bread into the live chat, the amount of ducks that were there, boys? I'm telling you. A sea of them, a swarm of duck emojis in the chat, and the UFC admin was frantically banning people. And it just swarmed anytime Jones came on screen. I didn't hear anything anyone said. I had to watch it back. That's why.
This is a rat race. But I'm no rat. I'm a fucking turtle. Ninja turtle. So which one's your favorite? I like Michelangelo.
You are watching Body Dog.